Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Dentistry in 4D, teaching you how to market your dental practice in the digital age. I'm your host, Brandon Platt of 4D Digital Media. As usual, don't forget to like the content and subscribe to the page so you don't miss everything we have coming. Also, be sure to hit those YouTube notifications so you get notified every time a new episode drops. Remember that all of our episodes are also available in podcast form for your listening enjoyment and education on the go. Especially great during the holiday time now with Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of the great holidays coming up where you may be traveling to visit friends and family. This week I want to talk about a question that I get actually quite often, especially when I start working with clients, and that is why talk about or why celebrate some of the obscure days of the month or holidays that just seem to take away from when there is a big day like Thanksgiving Day or Hanukkah or Christmas. First of all, let me just say that I don't think that they do take away from those days. I think those days are plenty strong enough in and of themselves and will garner plenty of engagement and interaction on your social media feed. But there are a few different reasons why I like to include certain days which are maybe more obscure or may not necessarily be mainstream quote-unquote days of the month. The first is though you are looking ultimately to drive patients to your website, perhaps you are looking to ultimately get appointments either from your website or get people in the door, have them call you, and then obviously convert those patients as new patients, getting them in the chair, and being sure to retain them. You have to get there some way, right? And so in order to start that, you're looking to build excitement and engagement, interactions, and around your marketing strategy. Particularly in our case, your social media marketing strategy, and get them to see your content and ultimately get eyes in front of your content and maximize that algorithm to your advantage. So this all goes back to consistency, and it goes back to consistency of content and posting, and not necessarily posting the same thing over and over and over again. What these days of the month do that are not necessarily your mainstream is it gives you some variety on your page, and you're not just seeing before and after pictures all the time. You're not just seeing procedures all the time, because people don't like just being sold to constantly. Remember, think about as you're sitting at home and you're watching television with your family, and you keep seeing the same car ad over and over and over the holidays. Eventually, it just feels like you're just getting pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. That's not how you want your patients to feel. You want them to feel welcomed. You want them to feel like they want to be at your office. And you want them to feel like your business is different and your practice is different than the rest. So as you're going through, it's good to have some variety. I also think that it's good to show some personality and some humanity to the doctors and the staff with regard to your social media posts. I think that letting people in a little bit also makes them feel a lot more comfortable when they do come to your office. So, for example, if there's a national day, quote unquote, or a national month or a national week that you're really passionate about, I think you have to go all in on that. For example, if October was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, if you have somebody in your office who has either had a family member or personally struggled with breast cancer, you may want to tell their story. You may want to really push that awareness, because that's important to you in your practice and somebody in your practice, and really kind of give some insight into who you are as people. Another example is November right now is Diabetes Awareness Month. So if you or a family member or somebody in your office or somebody in your practice or somebody close to you has struggled with type 1 or type 2 diabetes, or getting insulin or what have you, it may be something that you're really passionate about and you really want to push awareness. Or it could be something as simple as carbonated beverage with caffeine day, and highlighting that your one of your doctors really likes Coke Zero, or really really likes Dr. Pepper in the afternoon, or has to have a Coke during the day, just to kind of as a pick me up. And people like little things like that because it adds to humanity, and it adds to being different, and it adds to not just being a doctor, but being a person as well. And people will respond very, very well to that. The other thing people respond very well to is obviously having that personality of, including things from your personal life. So family and travel and things of that nature, people really, really respond well to that on social media. So ultimately, when they go and are looking for insert specialty here, they're going to think about your practice, and they're going to think, I think I'd be really comfortable in that practice. Not only do they seem to know what they're doing from a clinical standpoint, because I've seen those posts and that content, but I also really like how they are very open and relaxed, and kind of let me in as a consumer into some things that maybe some other practices don't. As usual, don't forget to like and subscribe to the content. For all the great content we have coming your way. Only a couple more weeks left in season 1 after the new year. We'll be hitting the ground running with season 2, so be sure to stay tuned for that as we get going. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great holiday season, and God bless and much health and prosperity as we move into the new year. Take care, everybody. That's it, baby. I know you're on a roll. Sweet honey, let's take it real.